Well, I finished up at the first storage. That's the one with no air. That's a 10 by 20. And it is sorted out a little bit, and I got a lot of my inventory for eBay put away out of my inventory that was in the van. Sorry about the airplane. We got airplanes going over. It's holiday weekend. These boxes that are back here in the back, all of that stuff is things that I'm going to pull from. I pulled it out of the last estate and a couple of yard sales, places like that, that I bought some hard goods, and I'm going to put those in my antique booth. And there's one of my bags from the Goodwill sale and all of that, and then I got the other one holding the door open. I need to get a door stop. They don't have one apparently. But anyway, I made some room in Rosie, the Wonder Van. This is one that I've got that I'm cleaning out, hopefully in the next month. I'll get this one at least empty or decide what I want to do with it. I'm trying to decide whether I want to keep it and just put my eBay stuff in here, which is probably a really smart idea, because if I can get a lot of this liquidated, I got a lot of board games and things like that, and frankly a whole lot of them, unless there's something unusual, the pieces sell for as much or more than the entire game. And so if it's a really good box, it's a really good item or something like that, something that's really old, something that's rare, I'll keep the whole thing. Right now I just liquidated it to here. I didn't even go through it, didn't see if all the pieces are there or anything else, because a lot of times you can just sell junk lots. And if you're on eBay, you can go into the keywords and put in junk drawer, and you can pull up all kinds of stuff there. It's a cool way to liquidate some of the better things, and then you've got some of the junk stuff or pieces, bits and pieces of things, and you can liquidate it there either by auction or on a buy it now, just like you do on anything else. So it's really a good way to get rid of some stuff, especially if it's junk that gets down in the box that you really weren't aware got down in there, but you bought it for a bundle price. So lots of shelves in here and things like that. And the more I look at it, I pay $99 a month. This one's climate controlled, so I could do it a little bit cheaper, but you know, I pay about $10 more, well, 12 I guess, about $12 more a month to have this where it's cool. So actually it's a good deal, because during the week nobody's here. You know, it's the weekend now and nobody's here. So a lot of times I've got, let's see if I've got it in here yet. I've got a stool where I can reach the top of everything, because I'm only 5'3" barely. And in my other booth and in the back of the van also, I have chairs and a TV tray. And so I just pull it out here in the middle and I just start sorting things. And if I'm in the way of somebody, it doesn't take but about a minute or two to kind of clean up my mess. I keep it kind of tight, so if anybody did come in. But to tell you the truth, I've been here in a variety of different storages and things like that, and I've run into people out on the complex, but I have yet to run into anybody so far that has come into my area where I was working. So that's kind of an accomplishment, because I'm here a lot. But anyway, I don't know, what's your opinion? You think I ought to keep this one? Just liquidate this stuff into the other one and move my eBay over here, and then try to liquidate out that other one? That might work. Yeah, it's kind of looking like that might work. I don't know, we'll see. Lots of cool stuff. You need to buy it. So after the first little video, Plan B came together. I ended up letting go of that unit, getting a new 10 by 20 for less money, and we started moving it again. We are back at storage today. We, being me and my 20-year-old mom with her crop top. She's my best helper, and the price is right. I can just buy her an ice cream cone or something. We are moving from one 10 by 20 unit, probably about 10 shelves worth of stuff, over to the new eBay unit. And we're just getting it physically moved if we can. I'm not worried about sorting it or anything like that. It's sorted in totes and marked and all of that kind of stuff, and I can do some more sorting later, but we're going to put it in here. The plan is, if it can stay a little bit overcast, we're dying right now. I think it's about 115 heat index or something. It's hot and hardly any breeze. We got a little bit right now, but if we can manage the heat physically and mentally and emotionally, we'll probably get most, if not all, of the eBay out of one 10 by 20 and into this one. And then I have to pull shelves out of a 10 by 10 and liquidate that one. So we'll see how this works today. Okay, so that's it for today. We are lightweights today, but we got a lot done. We got this emptied twice. We've started filling this one up, and if the heat wasn't bad and I had air in the van, we might could do 1 or 2 more loads, but you know what? I know when to call enough, and my enough button is off. So that's what we got done today, and we'll have some more that we're going to put some more storage across here and all down the side from the other one I'm liquidating. It's called musical storage units. I hope we survive. Well, as you can see, it's a montage on this video. It's pieces of a couple of days. We were busy all day, but doing kind of boring stuff a couple of times, so I figured I'd just splice them all together and you can kind of see what we do in a couple of days worth. Today is a beautiful day. It's about 3 or 4 days, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, after the eclipse, and the weather has cooled down considerably, but not enough for us not to sweat today. Got my little helper with me. Where are you, helper?
Hi.
Hello, little helper. How are you today? What you gonna do today? What's on our agenda for today?
Well, Gigi said that we're gonna get kind of mosey and rosy.
We're gonna mosey and rosy? Yes, we are, aren't we? We're gonna work on, all these things are listed. I got a lot of this listed in the last 2 days. Well, all of this. And got to post it today. I'm glad I held off actually hitting post on the drafts because I got 100 free listings that came through last night. So we get to post those today, and that won't cost us anything, so that'll be cool.
My, cup. We're about to go to the corner store. Speaking of corner store, are we getting a fizzy or no fizzy?
Fizzy or no fizzy? I don't know. What do you think?
Maybe fizzy?
I think we'll do fizzy today.
Okay. And am I gonna get like a, Pepsi or just regular?
Fizzy all the way. I'm gonna let you choose whatever you want today.
Yay!
Yay! Is that enough payment for you for helping me today? Listen, Lorelai's 9 years old, but she's almost as tall as I am, and she is a hard worker. I wish you would learn how to fly airplanes. Maybe you could fly it away from our house, huh? Well, we better get rolling. We're going to get these things sorted out into our inventory bins. We're going to get the last little bit, I think 2 shelves worth of other bins moved to the eBay storage, what we're calling the eBay storage. And then we are going to work in a 10 by 10 that I'm trying to clean out. I've got 6 days to finish it up, and I'll show that to you in this video too, probably, if we get there. But we're going to try and get some things done today. Hey, Lorelai, let's do it.
Yeah, and this is what I'm having for lunch.
Oh, she's having for lunch.
I'm having a fruit cup and a box of raisins, and then this kind bar. Oh, Daddy gave it to me. Daddy and Mama gave it to me. It's dark chocolate cherry cashew.
And I've got some tuna for you too.
And then there's a ice pack in here to keep it cool. Mom's good.
We might have to jump inside that lunch box before it's over with and stay cool ourselves.
Oh yeah.
See y'all later.
Bye. Happy chunkin'.
We've arrived back at the storage that we're trying to liquidate. We want to try and get all of this out by next week. This is a Thursday, and I have to have it out by next Thursday. Worst comes to worst, I stay another month, pay another $100. You know how that goes. But Lorelai, do you think we can get it done?
Yeah.
You think so? Well, we're sure going to give it a valiant effort. My ideal, I think, is that we're going to move all of this stuff out here in the middle. It's daytime, nobody's here, probably not going to be in the way, all of that, you never know. But frankly, I've never run into anybody except the storage manager during the day in my unit. Nobody's ever come into this particular climate controlled area, so that's kind of cool. There's only about, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8 units here, so, and then of course the rest of the complex. But this isn't a little climate controlled area. This is the first one I started out with, and I just kept shifting things here, you know, as I needed to. It's all about musical chairs or musical storage, I guess. But my ideal is to unload this one, unload the games, things like that. We're going to just sell these in pieces and the boards. Most of these are not full, so I'm going to just part them out. I can probably sell them for as much or more than what I've got in them. I mean, I've only got like 50 cents or $1 in most of them, if that much. And then I'm going to take these shelves here, and we're going to put all of these shelves as much as possible probably in the eBay until we get that all lined all the way around. And then maybe this one down the middle to put some of our to be listed stuff in. So I guess it's time to get started.
Yeah.
Let's go. Well, this is what is becoming the get eBay out unit, get all estate stuff and junk in unit. Got my best helper that's been helping me. All down this side originally, you'll see in some of my other videos, all down this side was all of my listed eBay things. And I had kind of a path running through the middle here. And so I was able to just come in, and it didn't get all mixed in with everything else. When I liquidated an estate, I just liquidated off to the left, and I had listing stuff off to the right and my path down the middle. Well, we've got a little bit more stuff where the shelves there are. We're going to pull those out maybe in the next trip. I don't want to overload it. I've got essentially all of my now eBay stuff. I've got all of my listed things. They're going to go in the other unit. And eventually, by the end of the day, hopefully we'll pull all of the jewelry out of here. I've kind of got it in one area. Believe it or not, this is a mess as far as like a stack. But it's because we've been very fluid with our movement in this what is it called? Storage. In this storage lately. We've just had to be very fluid here. I've liquidated 3 estates, and we had to just kind of use what we had. And yeah, there's going to be some broken stuff down in here, but I liquidate things here, and I just pull out things that can be sold in yard sales and things like that, or donated. That's what usually ends up in here. I pull out the other stuff and I put it in the eBay unit. That's what the plan is anyway. Well, we got a little bit left of this. Back here, some of this stuff is listed. Well, all of this that's on the shelf is listed. And in another video, I sold some symbols, and of course that corner is all cleared out. You can see just peeking through my old store signs. If we ever get clear over there, or I can find a still picture, I'll insert it at some point in one of my videos. I had some really pretty signs on the front of my shop. It said Antiques, Collectibles, and Dinner Theater. And it came from the old Ritz-Carlton Hotel that was up in Covington, Tennessee, which is not too far from us. And I bought the set for little or nothing. And I decided to keep those for a while. You never know. I don't think I'll open a shop again, but I might find somebody that does. So, well, we're going to make one trip. We'll show you what we got going on. So we're back at the eBay storage, and we're unloading all of the listed stuff. See, I got a good helper. She's 9. She's taking all the listed stuff, and we're putting it around the perimeter, and we're going to sort it. If it's unsorted like that one was, we're going to sort it into the bins and things. Some of the things are already sorted, and I've got those marked. I usually try to use whatever I've got. Because I go through so many estates and people have things in all of these bins and stuff, it's no sense in buying something. And 2, just a little tip for those that don't know it, and I'm sure most people do, if they do stuff like this very often. See, I'm going to let her work and I'm going to talk to y'all. Just a little tip is you can maybe find the totes and things at some of these estate sales, yard sales, things like that, but invariably they'll have a cracked top or it'll be missing or something like that. Just write down the number off of your tote, and then trust me, people throw stuff like this away all the time, or they don't know what matches and you know what it matches up with and all this kind of stuff. And so I just have a stack of totes going on and a stack of tops going on, and then I just match them up over time. So we usually find stuff like these I leave open most of the time. I do take the tops with me in case I want to use them at some point or stack things. But like hard goods and things like that, I let it go on and, you know, stack up and things like that. But like these other ones, I find these tops and bottoms all the time. One or the other is messed up and they toss it, they put it by the trash can, and on a trash dash day, what do? We grab them, don't we? Saves you some money. I like to use these. These are like a 54, I think it's 54 gallon, something like that, whatever it is. Those sizes are real good for these shelves. I like to do them sideways if I've got the commodity of space. If I don't have the commodity of space, then I would probably go and buy other shelving. But again, these shelves just came out of, you know, different estates and things like that. Invariably, when I go in, I usually will liquidate right from the beginning. I will put my name, you'll see, like here. G-Jot, got junk in our trunk. I put that on anything. We use it during the estate time, and then I liquidate it at the end. I purchase shelves and, you know, things that I can use in my units and stuff. I've done that all along. That was just kind of part of the deal. And most of my customers are pretty good with it. The good thing is I can go in and I can pay them what normally would have happened on the first day at the estate minus my 35% commission. I get a deal, and they also get all the money that they normally get. So, well, let's get this thing unloaded. Let's see how much we got in here. We're full. Minus what you just did. Yeah. Rosie keeps closing the door. I don't think she wants to work today. I think she wants to picnic. We're going to unload all of this. This is all eBay stuff, and then we'll show you the next segment. Well, it's a mess, and it kind of looks like my other unit. But we did get all of the shelves across here out. Things unloaded out into the hallway here, and then we moved them back in after we got the shelves out. But we got all the shelves out over here. We got a lot of this empty over here. This one's gone. Everything's in the eBay unit on this end. And it's about 5.5 hours later, and baby girl and I are done for today. We can both keep on going, but why? I can do it tomorrow, right? Well, not tomorrow. I got estate duty tomorrow. Maybe another day. But we've got another week, and this is mostly just moving non-conforming freight. I've got some things that are in the white boxes over here that'll probably stack up fine in the next unit, but I see no problem unless something goes on with me. I don't see a problem with getting this one empty. It's not that big a deal. It's just a matter of stacking it up, moving it on. Good day. This is different. It's not that I don't go out at night, but a whole lot of my videos will not be filmed at night, I don't think. But I got done with the storage with Lorelei. We ran by Subway. And we got our sub sandwiches and all that, and we were settling in, and I was doing some relisting on eBay and thought I'll just take my shoes off and sit for a few minutes, all this. And my daughter came in from not 1 hour, not 2 hours, but collectively about 5.5 hours with the twin 5-year-olds at Walmart. They are getting ready for inventory, and they had clearance, and she had told me that, but I was just too tired to go, and then I kind of got a second wind. So yeah, I'm crazy, but it's not going to hurt to look. A lot of it was toys, and I'm entering fourth quarter. It has my name written all over it. Lord have mercy.